Here we go, Friday tea time. I've just popped down to my hideaway in Abersock. Just have a nice nice break. It's been down at the moment, but I called in my favourite butcher at Pwllheli on my way in, and you got a decent steak. New potatoes with some butter and some hollandaise sauce in, and field mushrooms. Buried at the back there is some, I can see it, round about there is some red spring onions and what the hell did I put in it? Chopped parsley, some strawberries afterwards, bit of fruit for the snack, and the obligatory glass of red wine. Up for tomorrow, I keep saying I'll do a video of Hell's Mouth. I'll go over there whether it's raining or not, and hope some onshore winds or even offshore, and stir the tide up so you can see why it's called Hell's Mouth. Right, tea time. Well, back home in one piece, getting ready to cook this little lot. It's going to be prawns in, and we're going to do it in a garlic sauce, halibut, and that'll be done in a tomato sauce with here we go, some mushrooms in, bloody on here, not the camera, some mushrooms in, some capers. That's the garlic for the prawns. There'll be some peas with mint on the side, possibly put some of that kale, bit of beetroot, bit of parmesan to sprinkle over it, and that's the heads and the shells of the prawns. You won't go in the bin. They'll make a nice stock to do a fish something another day. Some butter there, and in the pan is the potatoes going, and well, you can't quite see it there. And the frying pan is the tomato sauce warming up gently, and in the larger pan, here we can see it, are the potatoes. So I'll get them all going, film them when they're all bubbling away, and then when it's finished. See you later. So here we go, back again. That didn't take long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 2 meals they had out of that 20 odd quid's worth of fish. So works out at about £2 for the basic lumps for your meal. Dead cheap. Kept a bit of halibut back for my tea tonight, which along with some kale, some mushrooms, new potatoes, and I found these in the freezer. I don't know how long they've been there, can't remember. I tend not to label stuff, so I thought I'll dig these out and chuck them all with it. So I say you can do fantastic meals, dead cheap. That, forget about them, a few mushrooms, the potatoes and the kale, probably cost £3, £4 at the most. and you've got good taste and good flavours. Right, I'm off on my up the tops on my mountain bike. If you don't hear from me ever again, I fell off. Bye. Here we go, Mark. Instead of buying your supermarket fish, I'm sure where you live there must be lots or a fair number of proper fishmongers. I've got one up in here. It's about 8 miles from where I live. But I popped down to the local town where it is in the market hall. And yesterday I came with 2 lumps of salmon. See how big they are, not the little fiddling things you get in the market. That one where the space is was my tea last night. Some salmon, some nice fresh curly kale, and boiled new potatoes and some peas. That's a nice piece of halibut. Then again, see how long it is. And this is one of the pair. There are both smokies. A lot better, much better flavour than kippers, and a hell of a lot more meat on them. Still bony, and I had one of the pair. You buy them in pairs. Arborough smokies, and I had one for my breakfast this morning. So if you get out and about, get some fish. What I'm going to do now is the smoky, I'll freeze that on its own. Freeze that on its own. The halibut I'll probably do 4 lumps of halibut and 2 of salmon, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 meals, and all the fish cost me 22 quid. It's fresh, really tasty, and if ever you can get hold of Arborough smokies, like I say, this still got a pig about with bones. They're a bit bigger, but there's a lot more meat, and it's smoked properly. Nothing artificial, no artificial colours or flavours, and that's it. So that's my project for the next few minutes. And over here, something else you could do: get yourself a jelly, dead cheap. Mix it up, whatever fruit, frozen or otherwise. I had some strawberries I needed to use, some frozen raspberries. What else is in there? Oh, some tangerines. Just dollop it all in, and it's great, nice and fresh. Stick some ice cream on it or whatever, and or fresh cream, and all homemade, dead cheap. So I'll just switch it off, and then I'll come back when it's all in bags.